Hello guys, and welcome back to yet another episode of League of Legends. It's been a while and I'm feeling like I've been saying that a lot. Let's put this at 1 speed, that would be nice. And it's a couple of reasons really, like always. Busy, like always. Also I've been playing a lot of ranked, and you may have seen in my Garen top video, my rank Garen top video, this feels really slow. But I think it's okay. I've just been watching this game at 2x speed, right, to see like a couple minutes in whether it will be decent enough. Yeah, so like you could have seen in that video, the current video, the matchmake ranking of me starting in rank, like I haven't played rank this season yet, so it's really low. It's provisionals. I just got out of them. But I think this is still a professional game. It doesn't really matter that much. I actually won 9 of my games really convincingly, and then like lost one because like we had a 15 minutes 9 kills against us, which was very doable. But anyway, ranked summer in silver, so I need to climb a couple of levels at least. Definitely gonna go for gold. Shouldn't be a problem. Plats should be doable, I think, if I find enough time to grind a couple of games. Yeah, so anyway, level is not too big, and I've been playing a lot of the same champions, and the thing is, if the opponent is strong enough, like whatever I show you, I mean, it could be fun, but like every mistake I make, you know, that's the only reason the game is gonna be close if it's when I make mistakes. That's basically it. And you know, I want to tell you stuff about the matchup and what I think it's important, but what's happening a lot in those games is just like shit all over everyone, and then like because you do a couple of things right and they don't know how to play the champion or play the game, basically it's just too easy for me and it's not fun. Maybe it would be actually entertaining, like if you think that would be entertaining, just me showing you a couple of things and just doing those, and maybe that will help you getting through your professionals or to the lower elos. Maybe that will be interesting because it's quite easy. The main thing is just farm though, almost all the time, and just have a lane present. I prefer to pick bullies, or at least strong laning champions, or things that scale really hard, but preferably things that are strong in lane, because you just can punish everything, poor positioning, poor farming, whatever. Anyway, so this is still a provisionals game, also against like lower ranked people, and you're gonna, well, equally ranked people, but I feel like my rank should be higher. Anyway, but it's gonna be Vayne, and you might have heard me tell it, but not too much because I don't normally mention it. I'm not a great AD carry. Main thing is positioning. Most of the champions I play are very in your face, like Echo, Akali, Garen, and stuff like that. That's what I've been playing recently. It's so much in your face, and like AD carry is kind of like just, punish positioning, stand in the back line. I picked Vayne, which is maybe not the easiest AD carry. Zephyr is by far my best AD carry because, sorry, my just drank something. Zephyr is normally my best AD carry because you can survive being positioned poorly. A lot better. Vayne, like I wanted to go Ezreal maybe, but I didn't really like the Ezreal into Zephyr matchup. And besides, they have a lot of assassins, so I figured I need to like dodge a lot and maybe have to root potential. So I just figured I'd go with Vayne. I used to be very good at Vayne, like I used to play AD carry at some point, and I actually was pretty good, like for probably also the same level I was at, was probably fair to but and I do sometimes still play Vayne top lane actually. I haven't had that much success in it. I think I may have lost all the games. Maybe I've won one, like out of 3 games I played or something. I tend to do well in lane, but then like positioning wise or get caught or whatever. I might have won a couple actually, I don't know. I feel like I've lost most. Not because I did poorly per se. It doesn't really matter. Never mind. Let's just continue. What you see me do, like I have no experience doing this, so I have some bot lane experience because I like playing support. But it's AD carry, not so much. So you and especially like the specific matchups, like how much damage can I take, how much damage can I do. Not too sure, but I've learned, you know, in a couple of last games that I can play fairly aggressive without being punished on most champions. Of course, we play very lane dominant champions. So you see me testing the waters a little bit. Thresh is gonna help me pick up at farm, gonna miss most on the turret without helping me last hit because I don't do enough damage just yet. Still out farming super decently well, and that's what you're normally gonna see if you just farm well and like, you know, not too risky but just farm well. And especially if a lane dominant champion, you can zone people off farm. You're gonna do well in the game, and I'm completely losing my train of thought, but I think that's kind of the summary of why we're showing this game and what I think about like the ranked stuff, the stuff that I've been doing. Yeah, so good for Thresh. He goes full for Ziffer and I managed to follow up on that. We did decent damage to Nautilus, but I didn't manage to stun him against the wall. Still, you know, that's a big advantage to us. I kind of want to push this in. And what I do as a support right now is just push this, help push this in, you know, just hit all the minions once. Like, make sure that I have time as AD carry to kill them. Between my, you know, that not all of them are suddenly dying at the same time, and I can't also attack them all at the same time. But just like hit the ones in the back. Because I want to push it, I want to be base, and then want to go be back in lane before Ziffer comes. Thresh doesn't do it. I don't actually mind telling him that I would like him to do that. But yeah, so Ziffer is back right now, and I still have the base. He only picked up a pickaxe and a couple of potions, so I'm decently good. I've got 55 CS right now. That's enough for a BF sword, but of course Vayne normally builds in a different path. I missed a lot of CS here because I kind of just want to shove it in. Build quite horribly at that. Doesn't really matter though. In the meantime, much has happened in the different lanes. Jax ganked top lane and that failed horribly. So Diana's 2-1-0 and Shell also killed her once. And of course I killed Ziffer. And Fizz got a kill on Malzar, I think. So I picked, let's just look at the lineup real quick, because I picked Vayne and I was really scared because my positioning is terrible and look what we're playing against. We're playing against a Fizz, a Diana, a Rek'Sai and a Nautilus. Most of those are just gonna go straight for the AD carry, especially if you're doing well. Nautilus is the only one who absolutely, you know, his ulti can't be outplayed, so I was so afraid that he would just ulti and then everybody would get to free stack on top of me. Yeah, but we'll see like later how that goes. The fights are fairly chaotic, often like across multiple flanks. Of course, we also have Jax, who is gonna scale into something else entirely as well. Show is more gonna be a tank and disrupting. Malzar is really good to build for me, because if he ults someone like that's jumping in on me, that person is probably dead. So I do have a team comp that's pretty good at peeling for me if they're gonna do it, but that's like the thing with the lower elos. You can't really be that sure that they're gonna peel. You also can't be that sure that if you're peeling, that's actually gonna be worth it when you're playing, you know, your professionals. I think this team is quite alright. I mean, they make mistakes, so do I. I make in this game I make a couple of mistakes. Spoiler alert, but I think overall I did pretty well. I'm not sure if I mentioned this. I know I started, but I'm not sure if I finished my thought. The idea was that I think that normally I'm above like oops, sorry, above the ranking, above the divisions. Thresh just went a bit for that. And this is like where I fail as AD carry. I forget that I have a strong field. I should probably do this here. So, you know, support gets a kill, support gets a kill. I should be able to survive this. I still have all my... I don't have flash up, but still I should be decently fine. I can also condemn someone away. So yeah, the thing is, I suck as AD carry, and therefore it kind of makes up for, you know, the low quality of opponents I'm against. I'm just looking at the bar, and I'm not sure if it's gonna stop here, because I'm not sure what this means. If it stops there, you know, we'll just like get a slight break in the recording, and I pick it up from there. Next replay. There's actually one replay that I would really have liked to show you. It's me playing Akali, and I'm not sure if anybody has this trouble, but it mapped it as, in Baron replays, it mapped it as version 10.0 instead of like 5.16. And I can't open it. And I tried restoring it, like just turn it to text and change the version number in it, because I don't know how I know to do it. I can't find the option in the actual interface for Baron replays. And I think that's actually a really good game, because A, it's a short game, which is nice, and B, it's really about snowballing advantages, and I think that's, you know, that's a good thing to talk about in videos. So if anybody knows, please let me know. Otherwise, you know, I'll try to get some out when I have some free time. Maple Story, of course, coming up to those who follow it. We're decently far ahead in this lane, but I took quite a bit of damage there. Like, it's rated that I didn't even play the play because I was lazy. Talking about my bug playing AD carry and stuff. We turn around pretty well here. There's like, we start the fight, but we get turned around on, and then like they chase and we turn us around again. Kinda chaotic. Thresh is just gonna go off and then play with Nautilus. I'm gonna farm this, I'm super low. I see Rek'Sai coming in, so I'm gonna condemn him. Poke him a little bit, because I know I can do quite a little damage. I see on burrows. Of course I have to flash away, because I don't want to get knocked. He takes a lot of damage from the minions though. That means that I can freely follow up on Nautilus here, and Rek'Sai is still forced to run away. I'm gonna shove this way from the turret as quickly as I can. I failed some CS at it, but I mean, still almost double Sivir CS. I think highest CS in the game, yeah. So I'm quite proud of myself. I'm actually gonna, yeah, I'm gonna turn off the chat, because it annoys me. And you can't even read it in the interface anyway, so I'm not sure what it's about. You can read it a little. I'm gonna take a sip. Yeah, so I want to do a quick shout out. One of my early subscribers, and actually one of the ones I've had most interaction with, Doomguy, he set up his own channel. I'll try and... he's gonna post League videos as well. And I think also Evolve. He's in my suggested channels in the on my channel. If you go to my channel, it should be there. Like featured channels. And I'll post the link in the description if I remember, which I should be able to. If it's not there, please remind me. Yeah, so like he was one of the first people like really interacted with me on YouTube, and that's like such a big motivator to keep on making more videos. Of course, there's multiple of you, and I appreciate all of you equally. But it's nice that like one of my like earliest followers now made his own channel, and that's pretty cool. Not that I'm that big, yeah, he may surpass me pretty quickly. We'll see. Quite interested to see. It's pretty good, pretty decent there. Anyway, so while we're just having fun in bot lane, you know, 202, stuff is going on around all the other lanes. And we just pick a fighter because we can. Didn't manage to kill Sivir because Nautilus is pretty good at protecting her, but then Nautilus was basically just doomed. We're building a gold. It's not necessarily a kill it, but the gold definitely. Of course, much of it is like my 50 farm over Sivir. I think that's like 1.5k of the 3k we have. Mid lane is doing. It's farming. Their Modstar is farming better, but it's having some trouble dying. I guess he dies one on this. I'm not actually sure. I didn't watch the feed. It is in the replay. But like. 310, 031, kinda would make it seem like that's the way. Might not be exactly like that, but it's probably approximately like that. Fizz only managed to pick up boots and home guards though, so you know that's even not that bad for Monster. As we you know killed the bot lane, aside from that we did pretty well. We finished off the tower. I considered doing like an LCS style freeze and just like bouncing it back to me, but Nautilus has been showing a tendency this game to just eat a wave. Hit it with E and then it like automatically pushes it away. Thresh picks a fight with Nautilus, but you know, Rexa shows up. I mean, we kinda knew he was there because we saw that when we went for Dragon. You know, we get away though, and we managed to turn around as soon as Sifra leads a charge. Rexa is even forced to push away, and then like the wave is already pushing against me again. So I can just go and farm it, but rather than that, like there's a fight going on from the mid lane, deep chase, and like there's a lot of people pinging back like throughout this whole series, but nobody's actually ending up back. And I think we won't get aced because Malzar respawns, but yeah, this fight isn't good. Like I show you my I'll talk about myself. I figured I could easily finish off Diana there, but then like I couldn't go past Nautilus anymore. Then I didn't think I was in that much trouble because Nautilus was support, but then Diana just comes in and one shots me. So that. Still though, we're doing pretty good as a team. That did hurt us a little bit in terms of gold income, but it's okay gold now. Diana really low. Malzar coming back into mid lane, so he's probably just gonna try and shove it. And actually, I think he might kill her. I wonder. Yeah, just walks into ult. Actually, Malzar took quite a bit of damage there, but Diana just too low. I'm sorry I have to drink a little bit. My voice is just not used to talking that much anymore. In the meantime, Sifra let's get some free time into the turret. Thresh does come in. Try and stop her, but it's just gonna go hard for the turret. Thresh is gonna go hard for Sifra. Sifra, like I have no clue what she's doing exactly here. I mean, yes, he dodges it, but why the fuck would you walk over there? I mean, if anything died to Thresh, you probably have escaped if you just run straight this way, right? But if you're not gonna escape, don't run into the Vayne, please. That's a pretty bad idea. In the meantime, like I have a Bladed Ruined King, Vayne is, you know, nothing, absolutely nothing. She picks up the Airstream now, so I mean, yay. You know, you're so far behind at this point. I finished my boots and halfway towards preventing that. Of course, like I might have more experience like that. That's Sifra. I remember like the first time that I started playing ranked like 1 season ago. It was quite tough because of all those people that were clearly like more experienced than I was. And you know, and now I'm that person that's just more experienced. Like I'm not actually smurfing. I have been accused of that, but I'm not actually. Or elo boosting. I'm also not elo boosting. I've also been accused of that, but that was kind of really weird because I didn't even do anything special. I was a Kali jungle and like I was just keeping track of my buffs, you know. And they had this Master Yi who tried to invade all the time, but I don't know, like he had no. I don't think he even had a clue of you know where I was or where my camps were, because either he walked in like the CSV downwards just after I cleared that side, or just walked straight into me and like as soon as I got ahead, just finished that. We get a little bit of a shuffle here, like bottom of the mid side, mid lane. Quite even. Jax of course is at this point pretty big, finishes the power, that is whatever you call it. Then it goes super hard, but in the meantime, you know, our problem managed to catch up. I think that's a 1 for 3 in the end. Started off pretty close, but we managed to collapse faster. I think Jack's Joe didn't go down very quickly. He did quite a lot of damage. It's in a good start here. I'm just gonna show Sifir. I mean, good with by Trash. This was actually. I was gonna say I was gonna show Sifir, but that's actually a different time. It's gonna happen a couple of times. Where we just hit her 3 times and then like. That's over. You know, you're dead. Not dead specifically, but can't be in lane anymore. You know, as they kind of try and defend this, doing a decent enough job, but they're all melee range, so can't do that much. They try to engage, but Thresh is pretty good with his peeling, pretty good with his plays, pretty good with his hooks. So, you know, we went pretty hard. I went really hard there. Didn't really see the fish coming in. And that kind of cost us maybe a couple of kills. So, like, if I had not taken the first tower damage as well, this would have been better. Still get out decently well. Top lane didn't fall. Like, I was spamming this because his wave was just crashing into the turret. And, you know, I hate seeing that. That's another thing, like, in low elos, like where I am now. But you see a lot of people do a really poor job of controlling the waves. And if nothing else, you know, just preferably you want to communicate, guys, we need to, you know, if the other lane is pushing, if we're gonna push mid. But otherwise, you know, especially if you have teleport, that's why I like playing top lane. Just go and farm all that for yourself. Become huge, you know, become a carry. Become super fat and, you know, carry the game like that. It's fairly simple even. After all that just happened, after all that just happened and went down in mid lane, guys, kinda what I want to say. Drake is up, both teams collapsing. It's fairly chaotic. Trash just walks in. I saw that Diana was like around, so I didn't really want to go too far. I'm kinda caught off, but they're not that interested in me just yet. Nautilus is the only one here right now. Here I think I played this pretty well. I actually went invisible and rolled into Rek'Sai so I could stun him. He was very low health, so it's easy pick up. Nautilus had to run away because I chunked it pretty low when I was just there. You know, just the 2 of us. And then Fizz, like I dodged his. Yeah, Sifir is not really into this game at this point. I rely still a little bit off the ward and the scuttles. I'm gonna find the red buff up here while the rest of them are still pushing in the waves. I kind of want the red buff. I didn't want it per se because I was doing decently. But Jax is gonna take it. It's okay. If I was Jax, I'd probably also want it. Though Vayne is one of the better AD carries with red buff. And personally, I'm a pretty big fan of getting in red buff on your bruisers because they just need to be able to just constantly punch someone in the face. Of course, Jace already has the Phage, so as soon as he gets on someone, he's probably not gonna get away. Well, I still kind of really need to kite people around, so for me it might be more useful, but it doesn't matter that much. While the rest of the team is sieging mid lane, I'm just splitting bot. I'm not really expecting anyone to come. Even if anybody comes, I think I'll probably take him. We see Diana in top lane, we see Fizz in mid lane. That's really the people I have to be afraid of. Rek'Sai is missing and Sifir, of course. Of course, if it's both of them, that's pretty bad. And like here, I'm just gonna say hello to Sifir, and it's just so much damage that I do at this point. What I don't like is this part, like about the wave control. We don't make any decisions. I mean, we're doing well here, but this is kind of my fault as well because I'm being too slow here. I should have taken this tower a lot quicker. They hadn't just picked up one tower and she's onto the second one right now. She has late switch, she's gonna take him down pretty quickly. I think she also has never stood, yeah. So it's gonna take it, but I don't think he gets her. I think he just missed all of his abilities. Doesn't really help. Gonna go pretty low, so he's just gonna go in and have to escape. Does he flash? He does flash. I think he survives this. But yeah, that's not really the trade you want. Diana, in the meantime, you know, she did manage to pick up the turret. Is going here with the turret now. I'm just standing here. I was really slow also because I just misclicked the tower. Like, I'll admit it, I misclicked the tower a couple of times. Jax is gonna go in from the other side, but he's quite low. His Edo, his helicopter, pretty strong, and then he just has a ton of damage. And I guess that just worked this time. Kinda lucky. Did lose this tower though for basically only this tower, and mid lane we didn't really get anything for it. So you know, really bad trade. Then like we left our mid lane open, so they're pushing it right now. Trash is gonna be the first one there. I'm gonna be just after him. I finished my IH before I finished my Phantom Dancer just because I could. And I picked up Distortion Blitz because against this team I feel like I need my Flash to survive a lot of things. I'm doing decently in this dodging stuff, but I feel like I really need Flash. Of course, I do quite a lot of damage, especially if I'm uncontested. Running away from Vayne is pretty difficult because of her passive. Especially when I'm in my ulti, so we're gonna pick up 2 pretty easy kills. We're bringing Baron, which is basically the best idea, I think. And me and Jax are coming over, but then Trash just kinda gets caught somewhere, and like Meltar and Trash are kinda just doing their own thing, and we're gonna come in again. It's kinda, you know, the advantages here is that I guess Fizz and Diana may have been kinda bait, especially Fizz because Fizz don't like 3 hits. May have been kind of bait because they only saw Trash and Malzahar, which especially for the 2 of them isn't that scary, because both of them can kind of interrupt Malzahar, or just kill him. But then Jax and I just showed up just as Fizz while eat in, or Q'd in, or and managed to pick it up. Picked up the tower, Baron was started in the meantime, he's gonna pick it up super quickly. Mid lane under siege, but not really a wave. Of course, we have Baron now, so as long as I get a wave here, I should be okay. The second I do, probably fine. I have to outplay the antidote. So you see me dodge 2 of her Qs, I think. The Crescent Strike, I think that's what it's called, or maybe it's Crescent. No, that's right. So. That was very great. And that's like the thing I have to dodge, because if Diana just gets on me, I'm just dead, because she does a lot of damage at this point. But she's also very squishy, so she doesn't get onto me, and I just get a couple of hits in. It's pretty doable. Very chaotic fight, I think. Jax is gonna go off, because so we're just gonna follow him. He just does so insanely damage. It kinda makes me want to play Jax jungle. Gonna pick up the double. We did see Diana going over here, but I guess they're not gonna find her. I think they're just gonna turn for Inhib at this point. Or is Jax just gonna split push top? Someone really has to go and take this. Like, one person splitting top is okay because you have a wave coming in, but I mean Jax is really the only one who can really take the turret, I guess. I mean Thresh is standing here now, you know, making valiant attempt at getting the finish before she doesn't actually have to shove the wave in. But you know, what's he gonna do? Then like, we got a pretty big wave pushing on top. Of course, Baron in power as well, so that's very dangerous. In the meantime, Drake is up as well, but the rest of the enemy spawned. Show gets hooked in, Jax says later bitches. I think he might turn around. I think he might be able to get away. In the meantime, me and Thresh are just looking at Drake, it's very interesting, you know how it goes. I think Jax is gonna get away, especially if he finds a ward or something to hop to. He doesn't have a sidestep. I think he'll be okay. More offensive items. I think he's gonna sacrifice Malzahar here, actually. But at least Jax gets away. I mean, that's kind of just also poor positioning. I can play pretty aggressive because I'm pretty fat. Yeah, but as soon as Diana like flanks me, I have to turn around, and then you know Jax on his own didn't have enough tanky stats just yet to survive that for enough lifesteal. All in all, it's pretty worth. I'm gonna hit the minions a couple of times just because you know that's free money, but I do actually want to just hit the minion. Sivir is gonna come around, and I kinda want to kill her. I'm gonna get 3 hits on her, maybe. Yeah, but she doesn't die. Like I could maybe have flashed and try to kill her, but that's a bit too much to ask. Standing in the minion wave, not great for trying to get this. You see me take a lot of damage. It took 1Q, I mean it's a little bit of damage. Actually, most of the damage I'm pretty sure it took the minion wave there. Gonna lifesteal up pretty quickly now. And 3 of us are gonna pick it up really easily. Of course, enemy team does respawn, so it shows super late. I guess Thresh maybe didn't have... He does have his damage. Man, I mean it's okay. And Joe is gonna die. Is he not? Oh, he picked the lantern. I'm just doing red buff because I'm not gonna go in there, you know, that's just suicide. Maybe if Jax is there, you know, because then there's 2 threats, and if they don't kill either of us, or basically almost both of us real quickly, it's almost not good. We are together here. Sorry, just gonna text. I'm gonna pick up blue buff. I may not be the prime recipient, but I'm using decent amounts of mana. I actually start with 10% cooldown reduction on Vayne nowadays. I tend to start with 10% cooldown reduction on most things nowadays. And, you know, the cooldown reduction, you know, more tumbles is pretty nice. More ult is pretty nice. More condemn is pretty nice. We're pushing in mid, which I guess is okay-ish. But there's not much for us to get unless we're really gonna go for the inhibs there. Here, you know, I should have avoided this, but I also didn't expect to just get one shot walking into that. I don't know. Like, gonna chase is gonna happen, but it's spoiler alert, they're not gonna get her. Yeah, I mean, this. I think they might even die at some point. More spoilers. In the meantime, top lane is pushing. Show, I think, is not gonna go for that. I picked up my Phantom Dancer and going for a Banshee's fill. Because, you know, if I dodge part of Diana's combo, that's just cooldowns. And if it's a cooldown, I might be able to kill it because I can just do a lot of damage with auto attacks. This is gonna go, you know, horribly. Joe is gonna teleport in. He did go top. But didn't stay there for long. Now Joe is there, you know. 4-1-3. Didn't really get anything. That does mean that I get a free wave. But you know, if they really make a dedicated push for anything, I can defend. 10 seconds to check yourself right now. And they're still like on damage control, pushing out bot, pushing out mid. Top is where I am. So they could have maybe just rushed straight over here and go for the inner. But since they don't, you know, I get a lot of free money here. And I'm pretty, you know, deep in my build. Not even really have to get Lost Whisper. I mean, by now they're starting to build a little bit of armor. But, you know, Rek'Sai and Nautilus, they're not my biggest priorities in these fights. It's more, I have more to worry about, like outplaying Diana, outplaying Fizz. Sivir don't really have to care about. And if that's okay, I can just slowly whittle down probably Rek'Sai and Nautilus. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. The only thing is, like, the only reason they'd be dangerous for me is if they manage to CC me and then someone else managed to catch up. Because I picked up all the farms, I can easily pick up the Banshee's Fill, which, you know, makes me a lot stronger. Sivir sees me and basically is forced to flash away the very second. Thresh drops the lantern, but I'm just gonna keep farming. It didn't even hit anything anyway. So, you know, doesn't really matter as long as I really like it. It sounds like I'm negative about Thresh, but I actually really like Thresh, especially in the laning phase. You just really made up for some of my bad plays, and his good play actually enabled me as well because he played much more aggressive than I did, and actually had scenarios where we could play aggressive. So definitely don't think I'm just being negative. They're pushing out bot. We managed to shove it mid. That's not too much. Baron is up, and I kind of want to do it. Jax is also coming. Me and Jax together should easily be able to do it. Bot lane kind of scuffle happens, but yeah, just Diana's kind of fed as well. I think Thresh may get away. He does Moby boots, so yeah. Unless they don't have wards and just manage to catch him out, he should be fine. He might be dead. Nautilus doesn't pay attention, no clue what he was doing. I think they may be just rushing over to Nash. I think they have a ping port here, yeah. Diana just so much damage. Diana actually wanted to go for me, but you know, powered recall just saved us. We picked up Nash for 2, which is, you know, decent. We're sieging all the time now. We have great split pushes on both me and Jax, so that's pretty good. Drake is up, and we didn't really see many of their team going over there. They're pushing up the top lane, but mid lane is open. It seems that Drake is free. You see Rek'Sai coming. Sivir is behind there, but that doesn't really matter. Rek'Sai just goes in way too deep, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be able to flash this. Movement speed boost. Jax flashes. I didn't really want to flash for this. I do in the end. I just picked up the Sivir. Together, like, it takes so much damage from Diana, but she was kind of split in target, as well as that she, you know, bench spell really helps me. Fizz comes in flanks, but doesn't really want this fight. Try to slide on through back to his base, but you know, trash hook. Death sentence, literally. Jax is just gonna tank this. He picked so many offensive items. It's quite kind of insane. 22 kills as well. I mean, you know, I'm not even. I mean, I'm doing pretty well, but I'm not carrying as hard as Jax is probably. Though if Jax was just doing decently, I probably might still be carrying. Doesn't really matter though. He's just gonna tank some stuff, and I still like every second after. I want to pin Nautilus against this. Where we get 3 units. They're going to go for defense. I managed to touch quite a bit of damage there. Didn't go for me fully either. I wanted my penta kill, but I get knocked up on the tower range, so I'm not gonna get it. Really disappointed. We are just gonna finish this off. Like Jax against towers, and otherwise maybe just Jax against this as well. It's probably gonna be safe. Good with Trash is gonna finish the back side, and that's his game. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see more of these ranked videos, like maybe you enjoy, like I'll make a summary. It's mostly I'm doing pretty well, but the game is just, you know, I don't play for the objective per se. I just kind of run around to kill people bit of the time, which is not, you know, beneficial. Maybe if also for game length or how interesting the game is. Maybe it is. I don't know. Tell me. Yeah, I think that's basically the best summary I can give it. I'm doing pretty well, but the game still takes quite a bit of time because I'm just not, you know, progressing it very well. Once again, shout out to Doomguy. I'll post his channel in my description if you remember it, which I should. And I guess that's it. Hope so much you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.